children! Today we are going to do the group 2 sound. Remember? Group 2 sound. And two letter sounds. So let us revise the group 1. Ready? Start! Snake is in the grass. Ah! And so I am. Ah! Tennis ball bounce. Inky the mouse. Papa the canoes. Here are the airplanes. Great job.
Subscribe for more videos.
Let's look at this sound. This sound has 2 sounds. The same sound has the k sound. Well, very good. Let's sing the song. Ready? We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Clicking castanets. We are clicking castanets. Get those kites. Kites are flying in the sky. Kites are flying in the sky. Kites are flying in the sky. Flying in the sky. Kites are flying in the sky. Snap your fingers and say curly kite. Wow, you did great. Great job! Sound is eh. Let's pretend to crack an egg and say eh. One more time. Eh. Well, great job. Here's the song of eh. Ready? Eggs in a pan, eggs in a pan, eggs in a pan, crack the eggs like this, egg. What's the title? Egg. What's the title of the sound? Egg. Great job. The next sound is hold your hand up your breath as you're breathing down the side and say one more time. Alright, now that sound. I like to hop up and down. I like to hop all around. I like to hop up and down. Again, hold your hand up your breath as if you're out of sight and say as you do this. Hop, and stop. Great job. Let's do the sound. Shake your head from side to side and say one time. Well done. This is the song of Ready? See my puppy with the rat. See my puppy with the rat when he moves so hard. Rip the rat. Great job. So this is the sound. Let's grab our tongue and say Great job. Now here's the song of Ready? The mom and the dad make many meals. The mom and the dad make many meals for the hungry children. Delicious food. Let's pretend to beat a drum. Da. One more time. Da. Great job. Here's the song of the song. Ready? See me play on my drum, play lots of fun. See me play upon my drum. Great job! You sounded the group two sound. So let us revise the group two sounds. Delicious food. Yay! You sounded so beautiful. Wow, great job.
Snap your fingers and say k, k, k. Pretend to crack an egg and say eh, eh. Hold your hand up your mouth and say pretend to be a puppy and say rub her tummy and say pretend to be the drum and say d, d, d. Great job!
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch Feed the Cat on TikTok or new posts every day.